Yeah.
And finally, a little news wrap-up. Just starting the show a little different today. Another shark attack in Florida.
Shark attack!
And the news just showing sharks just swimming offshore where that girl was eaten pretty much alive.
This one just 100 miles from the last shark attack. That's what they're saying. Who cares? It's 100 miles. That's pretty far. I don't think it's the same guy.
How about this? Why don't people just stay in the pools in Florida?
There you go.
Stay away from the ocean.
Stay in the pool. It's nice.
How about this? You just go about business as usual. People are not getting bitten by sharks like the
Another
the news shows.
Teen shark attack. This was a 16-year-old boy.
Was he killed?
Ooh. No. He lost his leg, though. They had to chop his leg off. Shark really messed him up.
How many people conservatively do you think swim in Florida every year?
Wow.
1,000,
Florida?
2,000?
Gotta be. I'd say could be a little higher than that.
Possible. Could be more than that, Jim.
Yeah. Let's just say a lot.
Well, in the year 2000, there were 37 shark attacks.
37 shark attacks.
2001, 34, 2002, 29, 2003, 30, 2004, 12.
You know what, though?
So it's safe to say 2005 will be around 30 again. That's it.
Wait, how many in the earlier date?
2000? 37.
Yeah. What's the earliest they go back? 2000?
Well, they're just showing the last 5 years, I guess.
Okay. I wonder if they're increasing.
Since the International Shark Attack
That'll
File
get the news.
started keeping records in 1882, there have been 500 attacks in Florida. Since 1882.
Since 1882. Hold on. 1882?
1882.
500 attacks.
In Florida.
And that's not deaths, that's attacks.
Oh, resulting in 12 fatalities.
Okay. Since 1882, 12 people have died from shark attacks in Florida.
1882.
123 years.
And the news is talking about this.
Like this is the biggest danger to your kids. They're all doing reports on it, how to keep your kids safe.
Do you know, probably any activity ever has resulted in more deaths?
Of course.
Since 1882 than 12?
This is the whole culture of fear we talk about all the time.
Dude, I would go as far to say picking wax out of your ears. Since 1882, more people have died from that activity than shark attacks in Florida.
People that eat oysters.
Yeah, there you go.
Ooh, good one.
Food poisoning.
Yeah, oysters.
Oysters, more deadly than sharks,
Definitely.
but not nearly as scary.
What the hell was going on in 1882? That's when they started this record keeping. 500 attacks since then, 12 fatalities.
What happened there?
1882 is like women had to still go to the beach in dresses.
Yeah. Yeah, some guy in like a big stovepipe hat, help me, just getting dragged under. And some guy on the beach decided to go, got a paper and a pencil? Bob was eaten by a shark.
Thigh-high bathing suit. You know the ones that start at the chest and they go all the way down to your mid-thigh? Stripes.
Parasols. They all get changed in those striped booths on the beach with a little triangular flag on the top.
Shark grabbed him by his handlebar mustache and just dragged him out to sea.
Unhand me, scoundrel! 1882.
500 attacks in the
Damn,
area.
that's
12
nothing.
deaths. That's it.
That is nothing.
That's
Sharks
it.
stink.
They
500
really do.
attacks, they only killed 12 people?
That's not scary at all.
What nerds.
But the stupid news and the culture of fear, they make it sound like you might as well not even go swimming this year.
Don't
'cause the
go
sharks
swimming.
are absolutely out of their minds this year.
And I guess they were out pretty far. Is what happens. Go out past the point of where a lot of swimmers are, and you're more in their territory.
You know, when I was a little boy and I saw Jaws, it scared me so much that I used to pretend that in my apartment's swimming pool that I was Roy Scheider and I was going to kill a shark.
You tool. The little Jimmy Robinson get eaten on the...
just a little fag.
On the raft. Little Jimmy Robinson comes spilling out all over the dock. I like whenever they're talking about these shark attacks, because now there's a whole thing, should they close the beaches? Should they close the beaches? And every time I hear it, I just think of the mayor. Those beaches will stay open. It's the 4th of July. We're not going to close those beaches.
Which is coming up this weekend.
Yep.
That's right.
4th of July.
4th of July.
There have been some injuries to a couple of bathers. A couple of injuries. Guy's trying to sugarcoat the whole thing. Girl was ripped to shreds.
A perfect politician.
Little boy swallowed whole. Who cares?
Didn't this coat have anchors on it?
Yeah, it had the little anchors. My son was in the water too. I just sign it, Mayor. The mayor.
He turns into Dr. Bellows.
Oh, yeah, he had no clue what's going on. All his cronies, too, like the business owners and the other guy, Stefano DeMira, he was in it. A bunch of clowns. Just wanted the beaches open. Oh, look, see, they're doing the story on TV right now.
Of course. Here's the culture.
They're showing the shark. They showed shark expert. They showed the girl who was killed. Dun, 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 scary music, sharks in the water, holy shit. And you go swimming, what happens to you? Nothing.
Absolutely
You don't
nothing.
even see it.
Every once in a while you get a little nibble like, whoo, what was that?
I swallowed some water. Oh, a jellyfish!
Or a crab, like, walks over your foot.
The seaweed scrapes by your leg. Oh, I lose it in the water. Because there are just monsters under there. I don't care if it's a shark or a rock. It's a monster. I don't have a good view of it. I will not go in the water. I hate the ocean water. I go down when we go on vacation, the Bahamas, or go on the cruises or something like that. I am petrified. I bob around in the water, and it's kind of cool because you can see in that nice blue water. But you ever go swimming up here? You go to the New York beaches? It stinks. It's like a green-brown muck that you can't see like an inch down.
You have absolutely no idea what's down
there.
there.
And there's just everything down there. You feel rocks, seaweed, there's jellyfish, crabs.
You never went...
Horseshoe crabs scare the piss out of me because they can't do anything to you. They're those wacky, prehistoric-looking the little things with the big stinger thing on the back, it looks like. Yeah. It's like a 2-foot stinger.
Those things are too busy fucking all day.
Are they?
Oh, my God.
Oh, you always see them up on top of each other?
Every time you go to the beach, they're just humping. Yeah. They're just humping away, man.
Can't they sting you?
No, they can't. They really can't. That stinger thing kind of goes up like a little boner, but it doesn't go high enough where you're going to step on it. And it really isn't. It doesn't have a joint on it where it can kind of get to you, or it doesn't have the power to back into you. So it just kind of walks around. But they're creepy looking. And if you step on one, you're just getting the shit scared out of you.
Hey, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
You know, we were brought up on Long Island there.
Crab Meadow Beach as a kid I used to go to.
You've never, taken a boat to the middle of the Long Island Sound and just jumped in?
Whoa. Never. I used to ride my jet ski out in the Sound, and you'd pass over these areas where
dark.
The water would be like black, just dark, and you knew you were over a huge crevice that it the water was real still in one little area. Real still and a lot darker than the surrounding water. And I just you go right over it and go look down and go, oh, please don't fall off now. Please don't fall off.
Yeah, because it's going to matter.
Oh.
If you fall off in 100 feet of water or 1,000 feet.
Just the thought of bobbing in the water and having that much nothingness under you and the creatures that are down there. I am scared pissless of ocean animals.
It was probably just a whale feeding.
Oh.
Can you imagine?
You see ripples on the water and stuff. Because I loved jet skiing. Loved it. Did it all the time. But I was petrified of what was under that water. And I've ditched my jet ski a few times. And I'd fly over, the handlebars or cut the turn and hit a wave wrong. And you just get thrown off the side of the thing. And you got to swim back to it. And as you're swimming back, all I'm thinking is, oh, my God, nothing touched my leg. Oh, if something touched my foot, I'm dead. Oh, my God, I will freak out. I can't take this. And I'd get back on that jet ski so quick.
Yeah.
It'd be like an acrobat. Do a backflip out of the water to land on the seat. Scares the shit out of me. And then not so much sharks, whatever. I don't care if it's a friggin' minnow. It's going to scare the piss out of me. You see these Jacques Cousteau shows and stuff when I was a kid? And the divers are down there with these groupers. You ever see those fish? They're gigantic.
They have them at Atlantis.
Yeah.
In the Bahamas there.
And, they're just fish. They're not really going to fuck with you. But if I saw something like that in the water, that's it. Put me in a box. It's done.
How about if you saw a nurse shark?
Oh.
Those faggoty sharks that do nothing but just look dumb.
They're harmless,
Big
but they are
mouth with no
giant.
teeth.
They're like 30 feet long, these things. And they show divers petting them, and they look like sharks, you know. They kind of have the body and stuff. They just don't have those big teeth.
Yeah.
And it's just, how do you swim with this thing?
Well, we got a local news tease. I got to play this because we laugh at these local news teases.
Oh, because the news, no matter what city you live in, the news has to have their little angle on it. The shark attacks are in Florida, but every state, every city in the country is going to talk to you about shark attacks now and how it affects you.
I'm sure they even have this in Las Vegas.
Iowa.
Iowa.
Sharks in the cornfield?
Right. You would think not, but...
Could sharks enter the farm's irrigation system? We'll tell you.
And then you wait till 10:55 and they go,
no, that's absolutely impossible. Why did you even think of considering it, idiot?
You idiots. We got you to listen longer or watch longer. All right, here's the tease from one of the New York TV stations.
Bull sharks. It's the kind that killed this teenager. We will show you how violent they can be. Plus, are they swimming in our area?
Are they swimming in our area? Oh, God.
This is why we do the assault on the media. Right here's a perfect example.
Thank you.
A perfect example why we have no respect for the local media.
None
whatsoever.
Fear-mongering, just bastards.
Scumbags.
Scumbag, fear-spreading bastards. In our area, we'll talk to shark experts, and I'm sure they have the reporter at the beach talking. Look, these waters behind me, do they contain a hidden danger? Beneath the surface, you see people frolicking on, could lurk death. What? And I'm sure Florida, with their 12 deaths since 1882, blows away New York's death count as far as shark attacks go. I'm sure it blows it away. There's probably been 3 since the 1800s, I bet.
Yeah.
And they will scare the piss out of you.
Is there a serial killer wandering around in your backyard?
We saw BTK's chilling confessions of murder yesterday on the news. Could it happen here? Is your neighbor a serial killer? Huh? What?
We'll give you signs to watch out for.
Yeah. We'll tell you what to look for.
Oh, because you're the expert on serial killers now.
Fearmonger.
Fucks. That's why we do the assaults on the media.
We put fear in the hearts of reporters. Fear that there's going to be an Opie and Anthony kook behind you, making you lose your cool and lose your job.
It's never good advice either. Ever. It's just always shallow garbage.
Never. Every year, they got the pat ones every snowstorm. Go out, make sure you have your milk and flashlight batteries and water. Anytime there's a storm, a blackout, remember, fill up your bathtub with water. Like we're living in the 1800s,
right,
where the water isn't going to work for any length of time. Power failures are extremely inconvenient. They are inconvenient. But unless you're in an iron lung, they're not really life-threatening. You know? Even the hospitals have backup generators that'll just keep running and running and running until they get the power on. You know, you don't really sweat a power failure anymore. It's not like the old days. And they're pretty good with getting it on quickly. But you're not going to be without TV. You know, your computer, video games, okay, it is a little life-threatening. but they make it sound like you're going to be stranded in your house for weeks on end. When was the last time you, in the New York area, I don't know about around the country, but you were stuck in your house because of a snowstorm for any length of time? That really mattered.
The 1977 ice storm?
Yeah, when they realized, wow, we need more plows. Up the budget for plows. And now, you know, the streets get plowed. There's a couple that get screwed up and people complain, why my streets ain't plowed? Why I go and look in some other towns and all them streets is plowed?
Oh, there's a reason why your streets aren't plowed.
So you haven't welded gun protection, bulletproof guards over the cab of the plows?
It's our way of keeping you guys at home so you don't commit crimes.
Harder to run with stolen merchandise on the ice, isn't it?
Oh, it's a conspiracy.
Yes, it's a big conspiracy. Why do you think snow is white.
That's right.
Point.
I want to listen to that news tease again.
Yeah.
Because these things make me laugh.
Bull sharks, it's the kind that killed this teenager. We will show you how violent they can be. Plus, are they swimming in our area?
Wow. Bull sharks. I call them Bravo Sierras. That's what I call them. Douchebag.
Oh, that's just awful.
Yeah, so they're fearmongers. Spread the fear. Shark attacks in our area.
All right, here we go, Anthony. We're getting more facts on shark attacks. The United States averages just 16 shark attacks each year.
Each year.
And slightly less than one shark attack fatality every 2 years.
Every 2 years.
On average, obviously.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in the coastal U.S. states alone, lightning strikes and kills more than 41 people each year.
41 people a year get it from lightning.
Right.
So obviously more of a chance of
But see, to do a news story on lightning strikes, it's kind of boring.
In the coastal states, it says? The lightning for the coastal states?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can't include the entire country, which then would be a huge number, right?
Of course it would be. Of course. But to do a story on that's just boring.
Well, they probably only did the coastal states because of the... That's where the sharks...
Well, yeah, that's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're trying to compare the shark attacks to other things that could happen in those areas. And lightning's a lot more dangerous.
Australia's like kicking ass as far as the shark attacks go. According to the International Shark Attack File, between 15...
How to survive Jaws! Hold on! Oh, my God!
Come on, here it is.
Maybe feeding more frequently, and that's usually dawn and dusk. So avoid periods of dawn and dusk.
Here it is.
And you're less likely to be attacked by a shark, which, by the way, is a very, very low probability to begin with.
And what about what you wear, Greg?
He's the shark expert.
What you wear.
We know that sharks feed on small schooling fishes in many cases, and
unless
if you
you
wear
don't dress like a fish,
shiny jewelry,
you'll be
bright
fine.
bathing suits,
Leave your seal outfit at home.
Shithead. To perhaps attract a shark, or you may actually mimic a bait fish. So you don't want to do that. So avoid those kind of shiny objects.
So even if you do all those things to try and avoid it, but the worst things happen, you see a shark. Yesterday we were talking to a surfer, and he said it's not uncommon for him to see sharks
She didn't get enough fear out of this guy, so she's going to keep trying.
Right. He said it's
he's
uncommon.
Not frightened by that. The average person's going to freak out. What do you do if you see a shark in the water?
Scream.
Well, I think if you're an average person and you see a shark, you are going to freak out. And the best thing to do is just keep your eye on it and leave the water. And leave the water very calmly. Don't panic. Don't splash.
They show sharks eating during this feature, by the way. They're showing sharks eating to scare you more.
And if the shark does bite you, like the young boy Monday morning who was fishing.
What do you do if the shark eats you?
His brother and another friend, they're pounding on the shark because once it gets a hold of you, it doesn't want to let go. So those are the things you just
listen to how she's building the fear.
In the cases where a shark does bite you and it is holding on to you, it's grabbing you with its jaws, strike the shark wherever you can. Let the shark know that you are not an easy prey.
Hit him in the balls.
Go ahead and punch it any way you can, eyes, nose, anywhere you can reach on the shark.
Fight back.
We always hear about the nose. Is that because that's a sensitive area on the shark?
Well, because the nose has not only the nostrils...
It's the only place you can hit.
What
are we going to hit him in the tail?
Kidney shot while he's eating your leg?
So go ahead and strike it. Really, you're in a survival mode. So,
survival mode.
As is the case in any kind of wild animal.
You guys understand what's going on here? They're doing a whole report on how to protect yourself from sharks.
Maybe
20 people are going to have
shark
to
repellents,
use
chemical
this.
ones and electrical ones.
She should be shot to the face.
You think that's going to do any good?
Certainly, yeah. Most of the shark repellents under development right now are still under development. They're being tested.
But
there is some promising avenues that the researchers are going down. Again, most of these repellents, though, are used for commercial divers, for people who are in the water much more frequently. They're not geared up toward the regular swimmer, so they may not be applicable right away for the average person going to the beach.
Sharks can detect prey hundreds of yards away.
If you do see a shark, don't panic.
8 shark attacks in Florida
really
this year. They're flashing this on the screen in red background. Red background, white letters.
Any other thing in the water, right? So it's not like they're coming after us. You just have to be.
I swear to God, I hope she fucking drops dead.
They love this shit.
Sharks don't want to eat people. It's a case of mistaken
identity.
No,
they do. Don't say that.
Food item, and it happens to be
You're not scaring them enough.
In very, very rare instances. So best thing to do is not worry about swimming with sharks. They're all around us at any given time. and don't panic.
All right, Greg. Well, thank you very much for that vital information.
Thank you,
for braving
Vital.
We sure do appreciate it.
Vital.
Thanks a lot.
He didn't. He was saying how it's not a problem, how this is so rare. Don't worry about it. And she had to keep adding in these little points to make it sound scarier. Unbelievable.
You want vital information? How about this? In case your car might break down, don't drive near like Bedford-Stuyvesant or Brownsville. That's vital information.
Vital information to your safety. According to the International Shark Attack File, between 1580 and 2003.
1580?
1580 and 2003.
Dude, that's like Vikings.
Right. Vikings. You're talking Vikings.
But you had to go to the beach with that wacky skull cap with the horns. Whatever you want to call it. The Viking hat.
Viking hat. Oh, there were 1,909 confirmed shark attacks around the world. Around the world since 1580.
You know how many people have lived since 1580?
Since 1580, there have been 38 deaths in the United States. Since 1580.
That's it?
38 deaths.
It was in the United States until 1776, Anthony.
Yeah, I know.
Ooh.
Australia is at 132, and they're topping the list. Europe with one little shark attack that killed somebody.
They're so white the sharks can't see them in the water.
And how about Bermuda?
How about Bermuda?
4 attacks since 1580, resulting in no deaths. No one in Bermuda has died from a shark attack since 1580.
Bermuda's going to have to do better.
Yeah.
They just did a whole report on how to protect yourself from shark attacks, knowing that maybe another 20 people will get bit by a shark this year.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Here it is.
Maybe. I wanted to sail a softball right into her perfect cap teeth. She was making me physically ill.
Here it is. In 1996, that's the only year I have for this, there were 18 reported injuries and deaths from shark attacks. 18 injuries and deaths from shark attacks.
In Florida?
But there were 199,000 injuries from working with screws, nails, tacks, and bolts. 140,000 injuries from ladders. 44,000 injuries from toilets. Where's the news special on toilet danger?
That's right.
Out of your 44,000 injuries from toilets.
How to protect yourself from your own toilet.
Are there logs in your neighborhood?
Oh, how not to sit on your testicles. We'll tell you at 11. You don't want that to happen. You fall down a little close to the front and almost sit on your ball bag. And 35,000 injuries while pruning, trimming, or edging plants.
That's why we do the assaults on the media.
Yep.
No respect whatsoever.
None whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
We're not buying into their culture of fear.
Wow. All right, New York City?
Mm-hmm.
Is that here? New York City reporting the following number of people bitten by dogs, 8,064. Bitten by other people, 1,587.
People are doing more biting than dogs?
Well,
in New
no,
York?
Dogs were 8,000.
Oh, 8,000.
People were 1,500.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Cats, 800. Rats, 300. Squirrels, 100. Raccoons, 11. Ferrets, 7. Skunks, 3. And there were 13 shark injuries reported nationwide the same year. So, where's the other people danger? The bitten by people.
God, they really are scumbags.
They
the
love
media.
scaring people, building things up. And this is just one little thing that is, obvious to us. Look at all the other stories. This is what they do for a living. It's not about giving you the news. It's not about the news anymore. It's about ratings, sensationalism, and scaring the piss out of you so you tune in more, you watch more, you're concerned for your safety. It's always about your safety. You have to watch this or you might be in